Hey, this will be a video chart on OPLO, Order Pro Logistics Incorporated. What we're looking at right here is a 60-minute chart. That's what we're going to spend most of our time on just because that gives a better kind of picture of what's going on today. We'll glance at the daily chart real quick. You can see that obviously, and no, this is not a bad print. This is not a fat finger trade. The price really did go up there and hit that high, but then by the end of the day, the profit takers did knock it down back there. So it was still green on the day. Had a massive, gap and run where it gapped up and then made a big move up here. But clearly, people decided to start selling, locking in those profits. From my guess would be, from these three previous days. So I can't blame them. That's a massive move. This thing's been an absolute beast. But I've got a bunch of requests asking what's going on and so forth. So I'll try my best. This is a tough chart just because it's basically gone straight up. And clearly from a daily chart, you really can't tell too much. Besides, there's a bunch of selling here. Uh, you know, Big volume. Still green on the day, like I said, which is good. But at the same time, you can see that there was quite a bit of selling and profit taking. But people got to remember on the flip side of that, in order to take profits, there have to be people bidding to buy those shares. So there was some of that going on too, obviously, because it allowed volume to get this high. So this will, I'm going to try my best here. Up front, this will be kind of a tough chart to do. But here is a 60-minute, and obviously, at this point in the day, this is where the profit takers stepped in, and then, basically the last 4 hours was just, profit takers continually knocking it back down. The chart is still in an uptrend. You can clearly see that by looking at these moving averages. We have the 10-day or the 10 period, excuse me, the 20 period, 50 period, and then 200 period, all sloping upwards, all with nice spacing in between them. So the trend is still up, but it's got some work to do now. We've had the pullback, which needed to come. I mean, this chart's been such a monster that it was only a matter of time. You can see that the price just continually closed up outside the upper Bollinger Band. And if you understand Bollinger Bands, you know that that is telling us that the price was overextended, and it stayed in that state for quite a while. But now it's pulled back within, and it's starting to finally act human again. So the question becomes, and the main one I've got is, all right, where's the next where's the next support level? What do we want to see hold? And the key support level that I'm looking at right now is simply this gray line here. This is the 20 period simple moving average, or it'd be the same thing as the middle Bollinger Band. And if you follow charting, you know that this is typically an area where the price will pull back to pretty often. So what I'm going to do is kind of draw a line because it also corresponds with one of the other levels I'm looking at. But if we look at the high of this candle and this one, and then we had a low here, this is an area where I would like to see the chart hold, and it's basically the same spot as the 20 period. The 20 period's gone up over it, but this value is valued at 0.0048. So change that to green for support and make it pretty thick because I think this is an important support level here. If this one doesn't hold, then unfortunately, really the next support is not until down here at this purple line, which is the 50 period, and that's valued at 0.0024. So that would be another pretty big percentage loss down there. So hopefully, if the price does come down here, this is where you'd want to see it hold at this support level once again because it's both a previous high right here, and because it's right where this 20 period moving average is kind of hanging out here. Now on the flip side of the coin, let's say we start to get some upwards action again. Where are the key resistance levels at? Well, from where I'm kind of looking, what I would like to see is just simply a break up above this area right here again. This was kind of an area where we had some lows and so forth, but because it fell as support, it is now back to being resistant. So, this will kind of be the first area that I'd, personally keep an eye on at 0.008 in terms of resistance. And then if the price can get through there, the next key one is going to be right up in this area here. And I'm kind of just estimating this, but I'm looking at kind of we had a bunch of highs that were acting as resistance. And this is at 0.0096. And if it can get back through that, then, in my opinion, I think it can make another run up here to possibly, test these highs. But from where it's at right now, the pressure's clearly down. But if it can, kind of level out here and then recover back up, get through this level here, I like the chance of it possibly making a run up to there. If it does get through here, does that mean for sure it'll go up here? No, but I think it's got a good chance if it can, because that would prove to be a nice solid consolidation period with hopefully a nice stronger followed up move. So that's kind of where the chart stands now. If you're a day trader and you're bought up here, hopefully you're out by now. You shouldn't still be holding. If you're a longer term holder or a longer term swing trader, like I said, it's still technically in an uptrend, but got to make sure that you go through a healthy little consolidation area here if you want to hold on to your shares. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And it's all free. We've been making some good money together, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. You really got nothing to lose. So one more time, this was OPLO. Thanks for listening.